Hello and welcome to Express News. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates. My name is Abhishek Mahajan. Let's start with the top story. Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually addressed the post-budget webinar on technology reforms and finance for Viksit Bharat on Friday. Addressing the webinar, Prime Minister Modi said that India has shown extraordinary resilience over the past decade and that it is the gift of reforms driven by conviction. President Draupadi Murmu undertook a sortie in the indigenous light combat helicopter Prachand at Air Force Station Jaisalmer, Rajasthan on Friday. The President said that India is extremely proud of country's brave air warriors. She described LCH Prachand as a powerful symbol of Atmanirbhar Bharat. The highlight of the 25-minute sortie was the radio message of the President from the cockpit. Prachand is India's light combat aircraft. The sortie preceded exercise Vayu Shakti at Pokhran field firing range later in the day. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney will begin his 4-day visit to India from Friday, marking his first trip to India. Prime Minister Modi concluded his 2-day visit to Israel, marked by productive conversations and strengthened cooperation. Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan inaugurated the new academic block of Indian Institute of Handloom Technology in Tamil Nadu on Friday. The Vice President said that IIST Salem stands as a bridge between tradition and modernity. Speaking at the inauguration of the new academic block, Vice President expressed confidence that India's textile and industrial sectors will experience significant growth following the reduction of US tax to 18% and the free trade agreement with European countries. The Indian Navy today commissioned its anti-submarine warfare shallow watercraft INS Anjadeep in Chennai by the Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi. Addressing the ceremony, Chief of Naval Staff Dinesh Tripathi echoed the vision laid out by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, stressing that indigenization in defence production strengthens operational preparedness and national security. Anjadeep is a state-of-the-art vessel specifically designed to address the challenges of the littoral combat environment. The coastal and shallow waters vital for the nation's security. Sail training ship INS Tarangini of Indian Navy arrived at Trincomalee on Friday as part of India's maritime outreach initiative Bridges of Friendship, aimed at strengthening naval cooperation with Sri Lanka. Dharma Guardian, a joint military exercise between India and Japan, is currently underway in Uttarakhand's Almora district. The exercise, which began on February 24, will continue until March 9. The fourth meeting of the Joint Defence Cooperation Committee between India and Kenya concluded on Thursday in Nairobi, with focus on promoting collaboration in defence research and development and production. Electronics and Information Technology Minister Ashwini Vaishnav addressed a Digital News Publishers Association conclave in New Delhi on Thursday and said that revenue generated by social media platforms must be shared fairly across all categories of content creators. Minority Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju attended the seminar on Buddhism in modern India, navigating cultural and social pathways in New Delhi on Friday. The minister reaffirmed that government remains deeply committed to the inclusive development of every minority community. Prime Minister Narendra Modi offered tributes to the legendary revolutionary Chandrasekhar Azad on his martyrdom day. PM Modi stated that Azad sacrificed his everything to free Mother India from the shackles of slavery, and for this he will always be remembered. Department of Higher Education Nagaland has signed a memorandum of understanding with the India Met Department to strengthen weather forecasting and atmospheric research in the state. Indian benchmark indices ended lower with Nifty below 25,200 on Friday. Nifty was down 317.90 points at 25,178.65. At close, the Sensex was down 961.42 points at 81,287.19. Indian rupee ended lower at 90.97 per US dollar on Friday. Gold futures maturing on 2nd April was priced at 1,60,257 rupees per 10 grams on the multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for 5th March maturity stood at 2,66,900 rupees per kg on the MCX. Brent crude oil futures is priced at 71.24 US dollars per barrel on Friday. India is updating the base years for the key economic indicators to better reflect structural shifts. The GDP base year is revised to 2022-23, the CPI to 2024, and the Index of Industrial Production to 2022-23. The parliaments of Argentina and Uruguay have ratified a long-awaited free trade agreement between the Mercosur and the European Union after about 25 years of negotiations. Uruguay's legislature approved the treaty overwhelmingly, and Argentina's Senate followed with 69 votes in favor and 3 against, making them the first Mercosur members to complete ratification. Inflation in several German states eased in February, suggesting a possible decline in the national rate. North Rhine-Westphalia saw inflation drop to 1.8%, while Bavaria and Lower Saxony both eased to 1.9%. Hours after the Afghan forces attacked Pakistani troops, Pakistan bombed Afghani cities, including the capital Kabul, on Friday, with its defense minister declaring an open war. The Afghan Ministry of Defense said that 8 Afghan soldiers were killed in the clash and many civilians were injured. Iran and the United States made significant progress in talks in Switzerland on Thursday and agreed to further discussions next week in Austria. Iran's Minister Rakchi said after the talks that it was one of their most serious and longest rounds of negotiations and it made good progress. Omani Foreign Minister also announced that technical discussions were to be held next week in Vienna. Ukraine and the US concluded their talks and preparations are underway for the next round of negotiations. After the talks, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said that trilateral talks are likely to take place in Abu Dhabi in March. The International Monetary Fund has approved an $8.1 billion 4-year loan for Ukraine, of which $1.5 billion would immediately be disbursed. Former US Secretary of State Hillary Clinton told the committee of lawmakers that she did not remember ever meeting the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Hillary Clinton expressed confidence that her husband knew nothing of Epstein's crimes when they were still in contact. Britain has reached an agreement with police on releasing documents linked to 2024 appointment of Peter Mandelson as its ambassador to the US. Venezuela's interim President Delcy Rodriguez called for US President Donald Trump to end sanctions and the blockade against the South American nation during a speech on Thursday. A young woman in the US state of California testified on Thursday in a case that she has filed against Meta platform Instagram and Google's YouTube, alleging childhood social media addiction. Paramount Skydance was poised to take control of Warner Brothers Discovery after Netflix said that it would not raise its takeover offer, effectively ending one of the biggest media bidding wars in a generation. The Dominican Republic authorities destroyed roughly 2.5 tons of seized drugs from various anti-narcotics operations across the country. At Columbia University, students and faculty rallied on campus after federal agents from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security entered university residence claiming to search for a missing person and detained a student. Danish Prime Minister has announced early elections on 24th March, hailing the next 4 years as decisive for her country. In Nepal, preparations are underway for the upcoming House of Representatives election on March 5. Security personnel have been deployed in larger numbers at vulnerable polling centres, while border surveillance has also been tightened along the border. Politicians, activists and residents gathered in Chicago to honor civil rights leader Jesse Jackson, who died at 84. The Philippines, the United States and Japan concluded their joint military drills on Thursday over the Bashi Channel that separates the Philippines from Taiwan. All right, time for a very short break. On the side, more stories. Keep watching Express News on DD India.
Pollution is no longer an accident. It's a system, an outcome of our choices. So today we ask a simple but urgent question. Is there a fix to all this pollution?
This biosphere or this project is, it can have an educational value, it can have a role model value, but in terms of scale, how it is going to be impacting overall, I think Uttarakhand is blessed.
Air pollution is a major problem globally, and certainly it is also in India. So monitoring air pollution is one important step towards managing it.
Bans can work if they're enforced, clearly communicated, internationally synced, and designed to avoid loopholes, and if they're backed by long-term political will.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News on DD India. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Some more stories. Japanese residents are witnessing blooming plum blossoms, considered to be an early sign of spring. Crowds are visiting Yoshima Tenmangu Shrine in eastern Tokyo to admire the onset of the blooming season. Berlin is enjoying its first warm days after a long grey winter, with outdoor cafes bustling and ice cream shops reopening. Temperatures are forecast to reach 17 degrees Celsius in the city. Rescue workers continue clearing mud and debris in Brazil's Rio de Fora as the death toll rises to 55 after a deadly landslide caused by heavy rains. In southeastern Brazil, rescue efforts are also focused towards saving animals after flooding and landslides. Residents are carrying birds and pets to safety, highlighting the importance of rescuing both humans and animals. A mild earthquake of magnitude 3.3 struck Nepal early Friday, occurring at a shallow depth of 5 kilometers. The National Center for Seismology reported no immediate damage or casualties have been reported. Tremors were felt in Indian state of West Bengal as an earthquake with a magnitude of 5.4 on the Richter scale hit southwest Dhaka in neighbouring Bangladesh. Northeast Indian state of Sikkim experienced a 3.7 magnitude jolt early Friday morning that caused panic among residents. Repeated shaking, particularly in West Sikkim, has damaged infrastructure, though no casualties have been reported. India Met Department predicted light to moderate rainfall with a thunderstorm and lightning likely over northeastern states of Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura on Friday and Saturday. Similar conditions are likely to prevail over South Indian states of Tamil Nadu and Kerala, with isolated rainfall likely on Friday and Saturday. According to the National Weather Forecast, light rainfall and snowfall is likely over North Indian states of Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Jammu and Kashmir till 4th of March. At the World Sustainable Development Summit 2026 in Delhi, the World Bank highlighted adaptation as both a growth strategy and opportunity for vulnerable communities. Discussions at WSD Summit 2026 focused on improving adaptation finance by balancing cost and value, ensuring private sector returns and strengthening access and measurable impact. On the occasion of Rang Bhari Ekadashi, Ayodhya in North Indian state of Uttar Pradesh marked the ceremonial start of Holi with processions by Naga sadhus and devotees across prominent temples and mutt complexes. A ritual which includes applying Abir Gulal to Lord Rama signals the formal beginning of the Festival of Colours. A day after festivities in Barsana, Latmar Holi celebrations swept through Nandgaon in India's Uttar Pradesh. Rooted in legends of Lord Krishna playfully visiting Barsana, the centuries-old tradition sees women symbolically chase men away with sticks in a vibrant display of devotion and culture. With Holi approaching, the Forest Department in Alwar district of India's Rajasthan state has introduced eco-friendly gulal to counter concerns over chemical-laden colours. Officials have prepared nearly 5 quintals of herbal powder made from forest produce with shades derived from palash leaves and flowers, amalthus blossoms and other natural sources. The traditional bee festival was celebrated in Ladakh's Southern Valley, marking the auspicious start of the agricultural season. Residents gathered to observe age-old rituals symbolizing renewal and prosperity. Children dressed in traditional attire joined elders in dances and prayers to local deities during the bee festival, seeking blessings for the year ahead. The ceremony culminated with the sowing of first ceremonial seeds, expressing hope for a bountiful harvest. Hornbills, known for their massive curved bills, are increasingly sighted in India's Jim Corbett National Park. Experts say their presence indicates well-conserved forests, as these birds rely on large old streets for nesting and survival. Home to nearly 1,300 bird species, India sees around 600 species in and around Corbett, with hornbills being a key attraction for bird watchers. Memorial events in Chicago honor civil rights leader Jesse Jackson, who died last week at 84. Thousands braved freezing temperatures to pay respects as he lay in repose at the Rainbow Push Coalition headquarters. Politicians, activists and residents gathered to celebrate Jackson's decades of advocacy that reshaped American politics and uplifted marginalized communities. As Pokémon marks its 30th anniversary, fans around the world are sharing their love for the franchise. With over 1,000 Pokémon, the series remains one of Japan's top cultural exports. Ahead of Saturday's 2026 NAACP Image Awards ceremony, the non-televised Creative Honours event saw Sinners win 4 more awards, including Best Writing and Directing. Abbott Elementary won 3 awards, including Best Comedy Series and Supporting Actor and Actress. Other winners included Zootopia 2, The Jennifer Hudson Show and Cedric the Entertainer. Canadian-born actor Jim Carrey received an honorary César Award at the 51st ceremony, delivering an emotional speech entirely in French. Family drama The Ties That Bind Us, based on Alice Fernie's novel Yen Tibete, won Best Film at the 51st César Awards held at the Olympia Theatre in Paris. Richard Linklater's Naval won Best Director, Cinematography, Costume Design and Editing at CESA. Other notable winners included Laurent Lafitte for Best Actor and Leah Drucker for Best Actress. Latest batch of presenters have been revealed for 2026 Oscars. The list includes Demi Moore, Javier Bardem, Chris Evans, Chase Infinity, Maya Rudolph and Kumail Nanjiani. The first 4 honours of the 2026 Producers Guild of America Awards have been presented to Formula One, Drive to Survive, Sesame Street, The Making of Adolescence and The Wizard of Oz at Swear. US actor and director Bill Duke received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on Thursday, honoring his iconic roles in Car Wash, Predator and Black Lightning. Former boxer turned actor Bobby J. Brown, known for playing a cop in the popular series The Wire, has died at 62 after a bonfire in Maryland. Sports now, India thrives Zimbabwe by 72 runs in their must-win Super 8 match to keep their semi-final hopes alive in T20 World Cup in Chennai. India rode on half-centuries by Abhishek Sharma and Hardik Pandya to post 256 for 4, which is the highest total at T20 World Cup by Team India. Indian T20I skipper Suryakumar Yadav completed 4,000 runs in international cricket during the Super 8 match. Suryakumar played a blistering knock of 33 of just 13 balls. India will face the West Indies in a virtual quarter-final on Sunday, with the winner qualifying for the semi-finals. In T20 World Cup today, England will face New Zealand in a crucial Super 8 match. The match is of greater significance to the Black Caps as they bid to seal a semi-final spot, while England are already through to the last 4 after logging 2 consecutive wins. Meanwhile, South Africa are registering a commanding 9-wicket win over West Indies in their Super 8 clash to advance to the semi-finals. Australia's Sophie Molyneux has been ruled out of the remaining ODI series against India and the one-off test at the Wakha due to lower back injury. Governing body for aquatic sports, World Aquatics, has cancelled the Diving World Cup schedule for early March in Mexico. Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum thanked FIFA President Gianni Infantino for backing Mexico's World Cup plans and reaffirmed that host sites will remain unchanged. Ethiopian middle distance runner Direbe Welteji has been banned for 2 years by the Court of Arbitration for Sport after failing to provide a doping sample in February 2025. Daniel Medvedev will face Felix Auger-Aliassime in the semi-finals of the Dubai Tennis Championships today. In other semi-finals today, 5th seed Andrei Rublev will face Talon Griekspoor. Host River Plate beat Banfield 3-1 in the Argentina LPF Torneo Apertura encounter. This was coach Marcelo Gallardo's last match in charge of the home side. Cristiano Ronaldo has acquired a 25% ownership stake in Spanish second division club UD Almeria. Well, that's all we have in this edition of Express News. Stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.